Welcome to week one. First week of summer is in the books. Got my best buddy right here, Mr. Wyatt Levine, and he's going to be hopefully taking control of this podcast here and there throughout the summer. So anyways, looking forward to having him with us today.
You're in for a treat when I do these.
Oh yeah. All right, we're going to go into just one thing with housekeeping, Wyatt.
So just a reminder, send your profile pictures. We want to be able to recognize all of you guys, put faces to the names. So if you haven't sent your pretty face, this is your reminder. Probably not your last reminder, but hopefully it's the last one we have to give so that you guys can remember. But just send the profile pictures in. Your managers know how to do it. So bug your manager. If your picture is not sent to us, when we go to recognize you, you're just going to have a blank picture and you're not going to get the recognition that you want.
We want to see your beautiful faces. All right, week two dinner goal is beat your first half of the week by 20%. Go make it happen. All right, Wyatt's gonna take it away with recognition. He's gonna run through rookies. Let's see it, Wyatt.
All right, so top rookies from last week. Starting from number 10, we have D-Ray Tarno. Probably saying this wrong, and I apologize. This is my first time seeing some of you guys' names, but stay on the leaderboard and we'll make sure that we get your names right. Number 9, we had Amin Rabia from Tallahassee. Number 8, we had Casey Todd. I don't know if that's a typo or if you got a...
No, it's not.
Okay.
He's got
We threw it in there twice,
yeah,
huh?
First name, last name, same. I like it.
From Greensboro office. Coming in at number 7, we had Diego Martinez from the Savannah office. Number 6, man, some of these are hard. Sophie from Tallahassee. You did awesome, man. Coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we had Ryan McDavid. That one's easier. I got that one from Greensboro office. Coming in at number 4, another tough one, Gutayaba Taha. Probably butchered it, but Tallahassee. Seeing a lot of Tallahassee right now. Number 3, we had Brandon Gray. That one's easy for me, out of the Tampa office. Number 2, Drew Edmiston, out of the Tampa office. And our number 1 rookie, week 1 of the summer, keeping it real easy for me, Caleb Alexander Jean-Louis, maybe.
I think you did good.
Something like that.
Check 6, week 1.
6, week 1 of the summer, dude. That's awesome. How many preseason does he have? Do we know?
I don't know.
We should look that up. But that's an incredible first week for you, Caleb. So good job to all of the rookies. And shout out to Tallahassee for keeping the trend with a bunch of these guys coming from their office.
All right, let's see how our sophomores did. Here we go. Top 10. Number 10, Daniel Afzali with 3 out of Tallahassee. Number 9, Cole Marlowe with 3 out of Savannah. Number 8, Blake Hardesty with 3 out of Tallahassee. Number 7, Noah Boatwright with 5 out of Savannah. Strong start to it, Noah. Good work. Number 6, Jason Lee, 5 out of Savannah. Number 5, Colton Martin, 5 out of Greensboro. Number 4, Mustafa Bayati, 5.2 out of Tallahassee. Great job, Mustafa. Number 3, Tanish Singaretti, 7.4 out of Tallahassee. Number 2, Mr. Gage Sweet with 11 out of Greensboro. Double digits. Nice work to you, Gage. And our number 1 sophomore last week, let's give it up to Mr. Faraz Alxalia, 12.8 out of Tallahassee. Faraz,
having a crazy
dude, he's
year, dude.
killing it. Great job, Faraz.
All right, top 10 veterans for week 1 of the summer. Coming in at number 10, we had Travian McClendon with 5 out of Tampa. Number 9, Dylan Beller with 5 out of Savannah. Number 8, Chris Sigsby with 5 out of Greensboro. Number 7, Gerard Villaverde with 6.7 out of Savannah. Number 6, Grant Hoagland, 7.4 out of Greensboro. Number 5, we had Nick Turner with 8.7 out of Savannah. Number 4, Sanch Singh with 8.8 out of Tallahassee. He's also having a huge year. Number 3, Brennan Eckert with 11 out of Savannah. Anyone that's doing double digits week 1, dude, is on a hot start. Number 2, Mahir Malisetti. I don't know how many weeks we're going to see him not in the top spot, but take advantage of it. If he's going to be slow, you got to jump in that number 1 spot. I have a feeling we will have a few weeks with him at number 1. But 14 is still an amazing first week for Mahir out of Tallahassee, running the squad out there. And our number 1 rep on the week, maybe even one of his best weeks, actually.
Career best.
Career best.
Career best.
Week one. Grayson Hoagland with 18, and I don't even think he got to knock on Monday, so that's pretty crazy.
Easy. Great job, Grayson.
Well done.
All right, now for our Gold Standard Saturday shout out. All right, so Gold Standard is on Saturdays, anybody that does 3 or more, okay? If you hit 3, you're gonna be recognized with everybody who hits 3. If you hit 4 or more, you get your own slide, all right? So let's hit it. Here we go. Here are those who hit 3 on Saturday. Congratulations to Eduardo Pena, Colton Martin, Brennan Eckert, and Grayson Hoagland. All of you with 3 or more on Saturday. Great job.
Couple typos on the offices, but we'll have that fixed next week, don't worry.
Whoops. Then we had Faraz. He went out and hit 4 FP Plus on Saturday. Great job to you, Faraz. So he's a sophomore out of Tallahassee. Amazing Saturday, dude.
All right, we're gonna go through the rankings of the offices. Now, just something to note, we only had half our team start last week, right? So,
yeah.
Which is crazy because we had an up week with only half the teams operating. So we are not even close to firing on all cylinders. But for the offices that did get out week 1 of summer and get after it, let's go through the rankings.
We're gonna recognize all 4 of you. Here we go.
All right, first we have Jackson office. They just got on the doors and started on Saturday. So they only got a day on the doors, but they had 4 FP plus, 3 reps with the cell, and no rookies. Next we had the Tampa office. They had 36 FP plus, 16 reps with the cell, so they got a good squad day 1 out there, and then 9 of those were rookies.
Yeah,
it's a strong rookie class. Greensboro coming in next. They had 62.8 FP plus, already starting to fire, 13 reps with the cell, and 3 rookies with the cell. Coming in second place, we had the Savannah office with 63.3 FP plus, 18 reps with the cell, 6 of which were rookies. And our top office for the week, the Tallahassee squad, 78.1 FP plus. We would like to acknowledge that as a really good first week. I think Mahir's probably a little disappointed, seeing as they did 100 accounts their last blitz.
They had some licensing problems, like a couple days in. Had to get kicked out of cities,
going to jail and whatnot. So, despite all of the madness, which is just guaranteed to happen the first couple weeks of summer, 18 reps with the cell, 9 of which were rookies.
All right, we're going to roll into our entities to see how our management groups, senior managers, regions, and senior regions done. Here we go. Top 5 management groups last week. Coming in number 5, here we go. Trent Wood Management Group with 31.4 last week. Number 4, Nick Turner, 33.9 with his management group last week. Number 3, Will Pose, 38 FP plus last week. Good job to you, Will. Coming in number 2, we've got Grant Hoagland, 53.7, and our number 1 management group last week, Mahir Malasetti, 80.5 FP plus.
The top 2 are first-year directors.
Crazy.
So, it's wild.
Got to get our vet directors up and at it. Let's go.
So our senior management groups, Nick Grant with 3. They're not started yet, obviously, but we got to update that picture, man. Him sipping on some coffee there.
No, that's one he sent. He wants that
one. Trent Wood with 110 FP plus, and Lucas Duquette with 147.8 FP plus. Not bad for week 1, and only half your teams are operating.
And we had Mr. Wyatt Levine's region. They did 150.8 last week. That's a strong start. You were up by what percentage? Do you know?
I don't know.
No. You were up though.
We were up somehow.
Yeah, somehow you were up.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't have all your offices, that's awesome to see you up. The senior region did 261.8. If you compare last year on the first week, we actually are up 12% with only half of the teams operating. So great job to all of you out there going and putting in the time to make week 1 an awesome week. Okay, now for my favorite part of the podcast, the MVP of the week. So what we do, for those of you who are new, all right, we're gonna recognize one person that just had a standout performance from the previous week. It's gonna be all over the board, right? We'll be able to choose different people for different reasons. The MVP is one of my favorite recognition spots on this podcast. Our first one, week 1 MVP is Mr. Grayson Hoagland. Just a little bit about Grayson. He's a veteran, been with us for a handful of years. His office is out in Greensboro. His hometown, Dallas, Texas. Oh, is it Flower Mound?
Yeah.
Okay, Flower Mound, Texas. He is, I don't know how old you are, Grayson, but by the
young buck.
Young buck, by the look of that picture, that smile.
Strapping young man.
Yes. I know you have 2 wonderful kiddos, beautiful wife, and you're here to make it happen. So let's run through and see why you were the MVP. Grayson, I had to give it to you. Look at all of the things that you had happen last week. Not only did you have your best summer week, best you've ever done last year, it's the best you've ever done in your entire career with 15 FP plus. You did that without knocking on Monday. You were traveling to market on Monday. You got on the doors on Tuesday. Now look at your week. So let's look at this. Monday you did 0, but you didn't have a day with less than 2. Tuesday you put in 4. Wednesday you put in 3, Thursday you had 2, Friday you did 3, and Saturday you did 3. You're not even in your specific, like your summer market yet, and you went out and dominated with 15 FP plus. So Grayson, you are absolute stud.
I want to point something out too, is Tuesday with 4. So that was his best day, right? It just goes to show how much momentum is important. Usually that's Monday for me, right? Is wanting to have a big Monday, because it just starts the momentum. So essentially Tuesday, which is his first day knocking, if you got and sell 4 your first day in market, first day of the summer, you're on a high.
Yeah.
Dude. He obviously rode that high all week. And so I guess my only advice to you, Grayson, dude, is ride this freaking wave all the way through the summer.
It's funny you mentioned that. So I messaged him, I said, how did you do this? And he said, I have to look it up, because he said something exactly to that point.
Really?
Yeah, it was, here, I'm gonna right here, because it was spot on. He said, I really just feel great. I had a decent preseason, grateful to be in North Carolina, and God is good. That speaks, that's who Grayson is.
Yeah.
Right? I love that. So anyways, Grayson, you've done a phenomenal job. You are our MVP for having your career best at 15 plus. Absolutely incredible. And then just as Wyatt mentioned, if you look on here, Monday you didn't get out there, Tuesday you had 4, Wednesday 3, Thursday 2, Friday 3, Saturday 3. Absolutely crushed week 1 of summer. So,
and then I just peeked on the phone, the last line, you omitted it, but I'm gonna put it out there as 300.
Oh yeah,
that's the goal.
That wasn't the message. Yes,
so we're putting that out there. Watch what happens with Grayson this year when you have a week that starts like that. Not that you're not going to have hard weeks, but man, it's so much easier when you just have momentum that's already built and you just keep it rolling. And let's see how long you can go without bagels, because technically you have not bageled yet this summer.
That's right. 300. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, now for our message of the week. This week's message is going to come from the book Compound Effect. Darren Hardy wrote this book. He said, small, smart choices plus consistency will equal radical difference. So here's a little nonfiction story for you, but this is real. You've got a rep who at the end of the summer, everyone is congratulating him. They're telling him he's done an amazing job because he went and did great. What you don't see is what the rep did every single day that others didn't. If a regular rep's gonna go knock 100 doors in a day throughout the entire summer, this rep goes out and puts in an extra 10 doors every single day. 10 doors, 10 more doors, 10 more pitches, 10 more looks, 10 more closes, 10 more in an effort on a daily standpoint. This rep ends the summer having an amazing summer. But if you look at it, what you don't see is the amount that 10 doors adds up to. 10 doors every day doesn't sound like a lot. But if you add 10 doors a day for the entire summer, that's an additional 1,150 doors that were knocked by this rep. So he would deserve the recognition, the accolades that he's gonna get. My point with this is the compound effect you don't see in the moment. It's very hard to see that in the moment. But as time goes on, small things over a long period of time create massive results. If you can be the rep that commits to knock an extra 10 doors a day, an extra 30 minutes later at night, an extra training in the morning, whatever it is, you be consistent with it, you're gonna find yourself at the very top at the end of the summer. So the compound effect is one that is real, and it's a timeless principle that if you can understand, will bless your life greatly forever.
So it's funny, I actually kind of did this one year, and a lot of my guys have heard me talk about this, but I called them almost quit deals.
Oh.
Almost quit deals, I tracked them. So basically, once I had decided I'm done for the day, like that's it, I'm going to my car, I'm asking my car group for pins, walking back to my car, there was always these times where you'd look up and you'd see a house that you haven't caught all week and its lights were on, but it's like you're done, right? You've like mentally been like, I'm checked out for the day. I started hitting that last house always. And just, even sometimes I would get into my car and I'd start driving out of the neighborhood and I would pass a house and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're home. And I'd pull over and I'd get back out. And it wasn't 10 more doors, it wasn't 30 more minutes, it was literally just that door that I really thought I should hit this one after I was done. They were my almost quit deals. And I tracked it in my phone because I wanted to see how many. I got 22 deals that summer.
Wow.
That were almost quit deals.
Holy
right?
crap.
So if you think about it, that's an entire pay scale jump,
yeah.
right? But that's also only one a week. So this means for me to get this one a week, I had to do that, and I did it 4 or 5 days a week where it was for nothing, right? Where it's like I'm on my way out, I'm like, gosh, I should hit this last house. And I just kind of started doing it, and I would knock it and it would go nowhere. And it was like, dude, I could have been on my way. Or I'd get in the house and I wouldn't close it, and now my car group's mad at me because I asked for pins 30 minutes ago and it took me forever to get to them. But it was interesting to see, like, to do that, to get those 20 deals, I had to also go and do it 100 times, right? But dude, it was huge at the end of the year, just like realizing, but it was the conscious decision of doing the almost quit door and tracking the almost quit deal, which I think kind of goes along with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. The almost quit door.
Yeah.
Commit to it. The almost quit door. I love that.
And they jump at you too. Once you're looking for them too, you're like, all right, I'm done for the day. That was a good day. Walk into your car and then you see the house and you're like, all right, I got to do that. One more, the almost quit door.
Yeah. The difference is when you do what you should be doing, when you think it's not going to matter.
For sure.
Right? That's the thought. All right. Let's go have an awesome week 2. Thank you guys for joining us, and peace out, homies.